during the period when I was the Chief Executive Officer of the Bank of America, and of course I was with Wells Fargo for many years as a Vice Chairman, I was extremely fortunate to be exposed to a great many senior executives, including CEOs around the world, particularly at the Bank of America, where, of course, they had a very large international operations. And the amazing thing was they all had, in many respects, a very common theme. And because they all, obviously, if you have a company of the size that we were doing business with, you were exporting around the world, and of course the important thing was to find the right customers, and not only the right customers who would buy, but the right customers who would pay, and that required, of course, considerable vetting, checking, and the rest of it. That's why I was so very impressed when I ran into Kent, and he was building a company that did this for suppliers, vendors, and frankly for customers as well around the world, to know who exactly they were dealing with, and they were dealing with it in real time, in effect, thanks to the network that he was building. I was so impressed with the concept because, as I mentioned earlier, vetting customers, especially when they're thousands of miles away, is not exactly easy. So when I met Kent, and he had this company, TraDove, that he was just starting, it seemed to me that this is, frankly, one way, and maybe the only way, of solving this significant business problem. So, believe it or not, I became an investor, as well as, I guess, an advisor, although he is using many techniques that are not even my specialty, such as artificial intelligence and blockchain, but I do know credit a little bit. So, so I invested in TraDove, and I frankly have not been sorry. I've joined their board of advisors, and the company continues to progress extremely well, and I frankly think they have a very good future ahead of them if they stay with this concept, which they are. But what is really important is that he has built a great team around him in order to implement this particular program.